Okay, I get to sign the wall and the tables in the room. Let's go, Reese!
Well, that is the host of ESPN's College Game Day signing, the Reese Davis signing the iconic wall of the Coug in Pullman. And you hear the crowd behind him going crazy. Good evening, I'm Stephanie Vigil. We are 2 days away from the Washington State Cougars taking on the Oregon Ducks in Pullman. And of course, College Game Day. Team coverage ahead, but first a couple of logistics. On Saturday morning, food service at the Cub starts at 4 a.m. That's hot coffee and some donuts. Game day starts at 6 a.m. So, you know, the crowds will be huge there, but there's also a viewing available at the M.G. Carey Senior Ballroom. Martin Stadium opens at 2:30 and Beasley Coliseum opens for folks without tickets. And then 4:30, of course, that's kickoff. It's going to be a real busy day in Pullman on Saturday. And of course, we're already pretty busy here. KHQ's Joe McHale has spent the last 3 days there. Joe, a lot going on behind you.
Yeah, Steph, this is a site that Coug Nation has been waiting for 15 years. Check it out. The game day set, it is up. It is ready to go. Just putting on the final touches. We're right outside of Martin Stadium. Folks, this is finally happening. ESPN Game Day in Pullman this Saturday. Now, it's brought out a lot of college or spirit here on campus in Pullman. And one woman I spoke with showed just how much spirit you can have with something so little.
What's that famous movie quote? If you build it, they will come. Well, Brooke Cathy built this because they came. They being College Game Day, of course.
Now that the ESPN Game Day is coming, I had to make some little figurines to more flags and show my Cougar pride here.
Cathy, a nurse at Pullman Family Medicine, pulled a page out of her kids' playbook.
It's a great activity for us to do.
And used Legos to make a mini replica of the College Game Day set.
Found my little character guys. Made sure they had coffee, because it's a long day. It's going to be a long day for them.
Cathy's attention to detail is small yet subtle. It's complete with Old Crimson flying behind the desk. There's the tailgaters, small paper cutouts for the billboards, a dog Cathy uses in place of a cougar, and even a tribute to Tyler Helinski.
A couple days to get everything organized and cut out and printed and built.
The Legos started to gain some attention on social media. Even the Oregonian took notice.
I have so many reactions. I'm just impressed, actually. I'm very excited that I've gotten all this attention.
And if Cathy has learned anything from this experience, it's that the little things do indeed matter.
So I'm back out here live just behind the camera as you're taking another look at this just beautiful set here right outside of Martin Stadium. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around right now, and you can see just about where we're at. So I'm giving you a lay of the land. There's Martin Stadium and the Cougar Pride statue. Just about 100, 200 yards away is the game day set just outside of Lane Rawlings, the Research and Education Center here on campus. It's going to be a good time. A lot of people showed their support yesterday as the bus arrived and as they started setting up. You know Coug Nation's coming out on Saturday. Live in Pullman, Joe McHale, KHQ Local News.
We know exactly where you are. All right, Joe, thank you. And with this being maybe the biggest game day for WSU ever, it's no surprise. Well, hotels are booked solid, but KHQ's Stephanie Stevenson found out one room that is still available depending on what lengths you want to go to support Cougar football.
This Airbnb is no joke.
No, it's the real deal. We're actually serious about this.
But how big of a Cougs fan are you? Because this room is no five-star hotel.
It's a little bit messy, but we'll have it cleaned up by the time the guest comes.
With College Game Day happening Saturday, Drew saw this as a way to make some extra money.
Got to pay the bills somehow.
And it may be priced a little steep at almost $700, but he promises it comes with a good time.
They can expect, you know, the full game day experience, no sleeps guaranteed.
And this room is shockingly still available. So book it now before it's too late. Stephanie Stevenson, KHQ Local News.
Oh, that looks like my kids' room in college. Well, most are still looking for a place to crash after the game. The Pullman Police Department is already gearing up for a very long night ahead of them. Sergeant Jake Opkin-North says that he's been dealing with busy game days for at least 15 years, and the department itself is a vet at this stuff. Out of the 16 patrol cars Pullman PD has, well, there are 12 officers who he says are prepared for post-game day activities.
Luckily, this year it's been pretty good. We haven't had a lot of problems after games. And so although it's something that we're expecting and we're ready for it, hopefully everything will go well and everybody will be having fun and being responsible at the same time.
If everyone cooperates. The sergeant also says that one of his main concerns after the game is traffic, and if something hectic does happen, how difficult it may be for patrol cars to get from one end of town to the other. He says the officers will be scattered around the town just in case. And with all the distractions going on in Pullman, how are the players dealing with it all? Well, Taylor Brooks is standing by to tell us what's going through the Cougs' minds. Taylor?
Steph, there has been a lot of distractions this week for the WSU community, but the players are making sure they aren't getting sidetracked with everything going on around them. Between the buses arriving yesterday in Pullman to students going crazy on campus, the football team is staying in their own element during this time. But the Cougs are making this week just like any other game week. They want the component of college game day to fuel their fire instead of backpedaling.
I feel like you got to let it drive you and not distract you. If you use it in a good way, use it to excite you, you not really think about it, but you use it, just the excitement about it to drive your workouts and drive you to get up practice and bring energy. I think it's a good thing. But if you start thinking about it and don't get everything handled at the beginning of the week regarding people coming out, tickets, friends, family, I think if you don't handle that at the beginning of the week, it can become a distraction.
Kickoff is set between Oregon and WSU for 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. And if you're not in Pullman, I don't know who wouldn't be, you can watch the game on Fox. Steph.
All right, thank you. And talking some weather now, Blake, it looks like it's going to be beautiful for game day.
It's going to be really nice, but for all the folks that are planning on going down really early for the actual college game day show, you're going to want to be appropriately dressed, maybe even some long johns if you're going to be waiting out there for a long time. Of course, folks are going to start lining up probably around midnight to get into the show or to see this show right before sunrise is when it's going to be the coldest, down to the upper 30s, low 40s. Once the sun starts to come up, though, should warm us up quickly into the upper 40s there by the time the show is getting over at 9 a.m. And for the actual game itself, I mean, you can't ask for much better. Basically what we've been seeing for the last week or so. Kickoff at 4:30. We're expecting temperatures in the upper 60s with bright, sunny, blue skies. Temperatures do cool down quickly, though, once that sun sets. So make sure you got the sweatshirt at the ready. Should be perfect for the game.
Cougar blanket too, right?
Yes.
All right, we'll have game day coverage throughout the week, but KHQ game day starts Friday night at 6:30. We'll be live from Pullman with special guests. And then again Saturday morning, we're back live once again with more special guests for you.